Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Medical Classes by Dr. Sridhar Kumar Acharya. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also please give your valuable comments. You can also visit the playlist. In the playlist, I have provided almost all the topics in a very systematic order. So this is quite convenient for the study. My dear friends, in the last class, we are discussing about the differences in sexual development, DSD, and we have seen embryologically how the external and internal genital organs develop both in male and female, and what is the process, and one by one processes we have seen, important enzymes which works there, that also we have seen. Now we know that two important enzymes which plays a very important role here is, in case of female it is aromatase enzyme, and in case of male it is 5-alpha reductase enzyme. So these two enzymes play a very important role because 5-alpha reductase enzyme convert the testosterone into dihydrotestosterone, whereas the aromatase will going to convert that is, aromatase will be converted, will going to convert the androstenedione into estrogen. Now, absence of these two enzymes, suppose if it is there, so that makes a big difference. Okay. Now let us see. In case of male reproductive system, testosterone is converted into dihydrotestosterone by the help of 5-alpha reductase enzyme. We know that. We know that testosterone forms the internal genital organs, while dihydrotestosterone will going to form the external genital organs. And if there is deficiency of the 5-alpha reductase enzyme, then naturally the testosterone is not get converted into dihydrotestosterone, and as a result there is no formation of or underdeveloped formation of external genital organs in a male. So this may looks very different, ambiguous genitalia, sometimes it may looks like female genitalia, whatever. Okay. Meantime, as the testosterone itself is normal, the internal genital organs are properly developed. In case of male, there is no problem. The problem will be there with only external genital organs. Similarly, now what happens in the next part? At the time of the birth, this is the problem. The external genital organs of the male is not properly seen, not properly identified, but internal genital organs are quite normal. But now when that same boy, when he reaches the puberty time, during the puberty there will be surge of testosterone, isn't it? A lot of testosterone will be produced during the time of the puberty. So this surge will now cause increase in the variant of 5-alpha reductase. Basically 5-alpha reductase is absent. Okay. But during the adolescence or during the puberty, what happens, as there is increased surge of testosterone hormone, that increased surge of testosterone will going to cause or going to produce a variant of 5-alpha reductase enzyme. Okay, so now this variant will be formed. Actually, the natural original 5-alpha reductase is absent, but during the puberty, because of the high surge of the testosterone, a variant of 5-alpha reductase will be formed. So that will going to convert this testosterone into dihydrotestosterone. Okay, so this was not taking place at the time of the birth, or maybe during the fetal development, but the same is now happening at the time of puberty because of high surge of testosterone, and there is a formation of a variant of 5-alpha reductase. Now this testosterone and as well as this variant of 5-alpha reductase both will act on the adrenal receptors. Okay, so they will go into act on the adrenal receptors and they result in virilization. Adrenal receptors, what is the action of these things, these hormones on the adrenal receptors, then how the things will go and takes place there. So that we'll discuss. But for time being, just remember, both these will have the receptors in the adrenal gland also. So therefore they also go and affect that means act on adrenal glands also, and from there the androgens etc. will be produced and the virilization takes place. So the problem here is, so what is the clinical presentation is, the baby who is looking like female at the time of the birth. because that time the natural or original alpha reductase was absent. So baby was looking just like a female at the time of the birth. But during the time of the puberty, he will be get virilized, because during the time of the puberty there is a high surge of the testosterone, which resulted in production of a variant of 5 alpha reductase. So originally a baby who is looking like a female at the time of the birth, at the time of the puberty, now he looks like a male. Now he looks like a male because virilization takes place. The external genital organs will now develop because the alpha reductase, variant of 5 alpha reductase is formed, and that will going to convert testosterone into dihydrotestosterone, and dihydrotestosterone is responsible for the formation of the external genital organs. So this is one condition, one clinical condition where we can get the baby was looking like a female at the time of the birth with underdeveloped external genital organs, may undergo virilization and develop the full formed external genital organs at the time of the puberty. So this will be seen, one condition. Sometime the testosterone and dihydrotestosterone are normal. If we will take another condition, both are normal, but receptor function of the adrenal is not normal. We'll take another condition. In the first condition, testosterone was normal, but reductase enzyme was absent. Therefore, dihydrotestosterone was not formed. Later, the variant formed, and that will convert. You take another condition where testosterone is also normal, this particular reductase enzyme is also normal, and dihydro is also normal. But to have the proper function, to have the proper development of external genital organs or internal genital organs, only testosterone and dihydrotestosterone is not sufficient. What is the thing? They should act on the adrenal gland also. That means they are having receptors in the adrenal gland, and they have to go and bind to the adrenal gland, and there onwards the adrenal gland will lead to the formation of the further process of formation of this external and internal genital organs will be continued. But you take another condition where testosterone and dihydrotestosterone both are normal, but the receptor function of the adrenal is not normal. The adrenal gland is not receiving these two hormones. Okay, its receptor is insensitive. It is also called as androgen insensitivity syndrome. Now, in this case, what happens? Now, both cannot show their effects. Testosterone can also not work, and even the dihydrotestosterone cannot work. So what happens? Both external and internal genital organs are not properly formed. Internal genital organs are formed by the testosterone. External is by means of dihydrotestosterone. So both these hormones are not get binded to the adrenal receptors because of receptor insensitivity. So now external and internal, both genital organs are not developed. But what happens at the time of the birth is external genital organs are absent, that will be clearly observed. But internal genital organs are not present, so that is not observed unless until you go for some scanning and all. Otherwise, it is not observed. So still it will be appreciated as absence of the external genital organs only. But what happens during the puberty? Now see, during the puberty, although there is increase in the testosterone, in the last case we have seen, during the puberty there is increase in the surge of the testosterone, and there will be production of some variant of alpha reductase. But although testosterone is formed, as adrenal gland is not able to receive it because of the receptor insensitivity, so the alpha receptors is also not, that is alpha reductase is also not formed. Now that means testosterone surge is there, it is there in the blood now, increased level of the testosterone is there, but still it is not get converted into the dihydro because the adrenal gland is not able to bind with both these hormones. In this situation, a peculiar thing will going to happen. What is that? In such condition, the aromatase enzyme will convert. See, in such condition what happens? Aromatase enzyme will be there. See, this aromatase enzyme will be there in the male and female both. But in the male it is not acting, in the female it is more acting usually. Okay. So here what happens, as the adrenal gland is not receiving this testosterone and dihydrotestosterone, Now aromatase enzyme is formed more, and that will convert this testosterone into estrogen. That will convert this testosterone into estrogen. So very peculiar things taking place. Now what happens? Previously it is a male child, isn't it? Child is male child. Of course, external genital organs are not properly formed. Internal is also not formed but unidentified. Okay, so a male child at birth with underdeveloped external genitalia now, because of the formation of this aromatase enzyme during the time of the puberty, now start showing the female symptoms. So feminization takes place. Okay, feminization takes place. So this is one condition where androgen insensitivity syndrome caused this. If testosterone was binded to the adrenal receptors or dihydro was binding to the adrenal receptors, no problem. The next step will go and take place. But unfortunately, it is not binding. Its level is increasing in the blood. In that time, naturally, the aromatase enzyme will go into rise up, and that will convert this testosterone into estrogen. And now a male child previously starts showing the female symptoms. We will call it as feminization, and this cause is complete. What is the cause? Cause is complete androgen insensitivity syndrome. Okay. So this is what actually happens in case of males, how the feminization takes place. Okay, we have discussed two conditions. In the next class, again, we will discuss some of the other important issues related to DSD. Thank you very much.